Hi guys, it's Lindsey. Welcome back to my channel. I help you step into your dream body through living a healthier lifestyle. And today I wanted to chat with you guys and tell you guys to please, I am begging you to simply detach from the scale. And here's why. When you are constantly obsessed over a number and you're constantly stepping onto the scale, over time it can feel defeating, constantly looking at that number and being like, oh, like I feel defeated, because a number does not determine your value, okay? When I used to weigh 300 pounds, I would step on the scale, look at that number, and feel a lot of guilt and shame. It made me realize that, yes, I can do this, but I had to first detach from the scale and fall in love with the journey. I think that there's a huge truth in honoring yourself when you realize that you do not need to base your worth off of a single number, because the weight will just fall off naturally, okay? When you detach from the scale, you finally fall in love with the process of becoming who you are and becoming the identity you need to become to reach that dream goal weight. So I used to tell myself, okay, I want to weigh less than 200 pounds. And I would write it down over and over and over in my notebook, over and over. And I started just detaching from the scale. I started trusting myself. I started trusting the process of what it would take to get to less than 200 pounds. And now I weigh 170 pounds. And I think it's so important, whether your goal is to try to gain weight or lose weight, to fall in love with the journey of who you're becoming to get to that goal. And that goes for everything in life. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself that you can and you will find a way to either lose the weight and hit that goal number or gain the weight and hit that goal number? Do you trust yourself? Are you doing the things in your life to reach that goal? For example, are you eating enough protein? Are you eating enough veggies and fruits? Are you drinking enough water? Are you genuinely feeling comfortable in your body through movement? Are you passionate about reaching this goal? Because if you step on the scale and you're doing nothing at all to reach that goal, of course you're going to feel defeated when you step on the scale. But when you detach and you know and trust yourself that you are doing everything you need to be able to reach that goal, that's when the weight comes off. That's when everything changes. And your worth is not determined by the number on the scale, okay? I don't even own a scale. I don't believe that I need to own a scale, because if I were to own a scale, I would probably step on it every morning and become obsessive over it. And we live in a generation where it's so analytical. We're always trying to discover new data, whether that's in your career or whether that's in your personal life. We have access to so much knowledge, and it becomes overwhelming for your brain. We do not need to weigh ourselves every day to know that we are on the right path and we're doing the right things to reach our dream body. I am begging you to detach from the scale, okay? I'm gonna say that again. Throw your scale away. Throw it away. It's more so about the journey of who you're becoming to reach that goal. Everything in life fluctuates. Everything. But you know And if you trust deep down, you are going to reach that goal. You're simply going to. I used to be a competitive weightlifter, and with weightlifting, you have to weigh yourself and weigh in at the competitions because it determines the weight class that you'll compete in. I was trying so hard to get to 76 kg, and I was weighing myself every week, and I ended up going to one of my competitions and I weighed in at 90 kg. And so I was in the 86 plus, or no, the 87 plus weight class. Like, I ended up competing in that. But that chapter of my life made me realize that, like, we don't need to compete for our dream body, and we also don't need to judge ourselves, or not even judge ourselves. Like, our weight shouldn't determine our success in life, and our weight shouldn't deter us from the journey. Your brain does not like to be obsessive over things. It likes to detach. It doesn't like to fixate on things. And it's like self-sabotaging your progress in a way, because you're like, oh, I have to get to this number. I have to weigh in at this number. I have to do this. I have to do that to get to this number. When in reality, when you detach, it happens naturally, because you know deep down you can do it. And so I'm telling you that weighing yourself every day or every week literally will not get you your dream body. It just won't. As soon as I detached from the scale and I stopped weighing myself and I actually started lifting less heavy, the weight naturally came off. Like, I started improving my diet, I started eating so much healthier, and the weight just naturally comes off. Because when you're trying so hard and you're putting in so much effort into something, the results just aren't there, you know? Because it's also the law of detachment, how when you detach from something, it just falls into your lap automatically. And when you detach from the outcome, your whole body will change. Also, just want to feel good in your body. I believe that weight loss is intuition. It really is intuition. It's all mindset. Because if you trust yourself and you believe that you can and will do it, it'll happen. And when you trust your intuition on what your body truly needs in each moment throughout the day, it'll happen. Like, oh, I need water. Oh, I need to make myself a healthy meal with protein. Oh, I need to go on a walk. It's about focusing on how you feel rather than how you look. Like, that is so important, because if you just constantly focus on how you look, how much you weigh, it's going to completely deplete your self-confidence, okay? Because when I was 300 pounds and I would hop on the scale and look at that number, guilt and shame would wash over my body. And I realized that, okay, time to detach. I'm going to love myself in this exact moment. So really embrace yourself to love yourself no matter where you're at, because that's when the real progress happens, is when you truly, deep down, intrinsically believe that you love yourself in this exact moment. Because I'm telling you now, if you don't love yourself for where you're at right now, you're never going to love yourself with the outcome, because you're still going to have insecurities, okay? I got my dream body by detaching from the scale. I swear by it. I now weigh 77 kg, and I've lost 17 pounds this year, and I've lost 117 pounds altogether. And I firmly believe that I was able to do this by detaching from the scale, because your value is not determined by a number. Your value is not determined by what society determines as beautiful. You are beautiful now. You are loved now. You get every right and access to loving yourself right now. That's when the real progress begins. Learn to embrace your insecurities. I still have a big stomach. Like, I have a bunch of loose skin. I have stretch marks everywhere, even in my armpits. And you know what? I fucking love that about myself because it shows my determination, it shows my progress, and it makes me me. Your body is so unique. Your body is so beautiful the way you are, and you do not need to contemplate whether you're worthy of your dream body or not based off of society's standards. You're worthy now of your dream body. You have every right to your dream body, and it's not going to be determined based off of the scale. You need to love yourself right now. You need to release all of that guilt and shame based off of the numerical value that you think determines the value of yourself. Release that right now. Go throw your scale out. Really, like actually go detach. Do not weigh yourself every day. It'll happen naturally. And a way that I did this was I started journaling on the exact amount of weight that I wanted to weigh. And you can just write it over and over and over on a page in your notebook. That helps your mind process what you want. And when you know specifically what you want, you're able to attain that because the universe will help you manifest that. And I actually created a whole mindset for healthy living workbook, and it has literally all of the pages of my manifestation technique in that workbook. Like, I went back and I looked at all of my journals and what I wrote down specifically to lose the weight and reach my dream body weight, turned it into a workbook for you guys so that you can do this for yourself and set new goals and set new intentions, and also learn to love yourself in the present moment and all of your insecurities with that. If I didn't learn to love myself in the present moment when I was 300 pounds, I would not love myself today. And still to this day, I have insecurities. But it's really about detaching from the scale. And I do weigh myself. I go to the doctor every 3 months and I hop on the scale. And I am just shook every time. During those 3 months, I don't weigh myself and I just trust myself. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm going to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. I'm getting 150 minutes of cardio in per week. I'm cooking myself nutrient-dense, whole-based foods meals. I'm eating super clean without refined grains, sugars, or seed oils to a certain extent. Like, I do have certain meals where it's not perfect. Like, weight loss does not have to be perfect. And there's no such thing as cheat meals. You have to realize that weight loss is a lifestyle, and it's more so about undoing the mindset and identity that got you to that high weight in the first place. Because I used to be an alcoholic, I used to binge eat, I used to stare at myself in the mirror with so much guilt and shame. But as soon as I started detaching from the scale and realized, oh, this doesn't define my worth, I started falling in love with eating healthy. I started looking at myself in the mirror and looking at my belly and saying, thank you, belly, for processing this food. Thank you, stomach, for carrying this weight because it's no longer serving you. You are shrinking and you are building muscle. Thank you, body, for getting this weight that is not mine to carry on me. Thank you, body, for seeing myself for the first time in my life and taking care of myself and eating healthy and loving my body for where it's at. start giving yourself so much gratitude. Start telling yourself gratitude every morning when you wake up. Say, I love myself and I'm confident, because literally it sounds cliche, but this has been a hack throughout my weight loss journey of just telling myself that I love myself and embracing loving my belly. My belly used to be like, ooh, out here. Like I used to have a fanny pack and I would have to extend it fully to be able to wear it, but now I have to, like, what's the word? Extend it. I don't know what I'm saying. I have to, it's like all the way tight. Like I need a new fanny pack. Like it won't tighten anymore versus I used to have to wear it extended. Oh, big belly. And I almost didn't fit into an airplane seat on the airplane. And that was like a huge realization, like, oh, I need to lose weight. Like, oh, I want to be able to experience so many things in my life. And I know that if I don't love myself right now, the weight is never going to come off. And I know that if I just step on the scale every day, that's going to do nothing. So I just highly encourage you to detach from the scale, because that's when the weight just magically falls off. You need to focus on the little steps every day through intuition. And that's through your presence and understanding your body. Doing yoga, going on walks, lifting 2 to 3 times a week, doing cardio 150 minutes a week. Specifically incline, the 12-3-30 made a huge difference with my body. Like I lost inches off my waist in weeks. Like within the first week, you'll notice a difference in your clothes fitting different. Like I swear by the 12-3-30. And I also have a cardio plan that I made for you guys that you can use and follow along. It's 6 weeks and you'll look drastically different after following that cardio plan. And it's also like a good basis, because I think it can be intimidating when you first start your fitness journey to not know where to start or like what equipment to use. And so cardio for me was the one thing that really helped me kickstart my health journey and my fitness journey and see results fast, because cardio is the fastest way to lose weight. And a lot of people say that lifting does, but lifting is about sculpting your body and cardio is about toning your body. Sometimes you just need to do cardio right away to tone up your body and really just let go of the weight, because you need to sweat out all of that energy and all of those toxins in your body. But lifting is really good to build a foundation of really sculpting your body and setting the foundation for like your skeletal mass and your bone density. But cardio just helps you tone up effortlessly, and it's the fastest way to lose weight. So if you want to check that out, it's at livinglindsey.com. I am just here to tell you that when you detach from the outcome, and when you detach from the number, and when you detach from a number defining your value, you are going to reach your dream weight inevitably, because you're focused on the journey rather than the destination. And I believe that there's no single stop destination in life. We are always evolving, constantly growing, constantly acquiring new knowledge about your body. You are constantly glowing up every single day, and you do not need to let the scale interrupt you learning more about your body and learning the habits that you need to do on a daily basis to reach your goal weight. You are beautiful for who you are, and your body is unique. God created your body for a reason. God has you on this planet for a reason, to love yourself and to embrace your body for where it's at every step of the way, every day. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and found it helpful in some way to learn more knowledge about your body and learn more about my story so it can help you and inspire you on your health and your wellness and your fitness and your weight loss journey. That was a tongue twister. But I really hope that you learn to love yourself and appreciate your body every day, because working out is not a punishment, it's a celebration for the body that you have and the body that God created for you to live in while on earth. Use your intuition, not the scale. I will see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support my growing channel. Don't forget to look up livinglindsey.com so you can read more about my journey and see how it can help you learn more about your body and your journey. And I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget that to live is to love.